For a quick reminder, remember you must watch the video notes at least 2 times. Write in the science journal using your C notes format. Don't be rushed. Pause the video anytime you need to take notes. And write anything down that you see that we've typed. We will have another video notes check when the notes are due, so be ready. There are absolutely no excuses to not take your notes. Set a time to come before or after school to take notes with the science teacher if you're having technology issues at home. Thank you so much. Welcome students to your second science video notes. I am Mrs. Watson. Today we'll be talking about the cell theory. Let's start. First, our world can be classified into 2 major factors. We have abiotic and biotic. A stands for not and bio means living. Therefore, abiotic is not living and biotic is living. Some examples of abiotic are sunlight, there's my sun, water, air, and minerals and rocks. Some biotic things are plants, animals, trying to make a little kitty cat, and you and me are also considered biotic. Today we're going to be focused on biotic factors. Biotic or living factors are all made of cells. Our knowledge of cells comes from the cell theory. The theory developed over time with advances in microscopes. So who came up with the name for a cell, you ask? Well, it was a scientist named Robert Hooke. Robert Hooke was an English scientist. He was the first person to describe the tiny box-like structures he saw in a thin slice of tree bark or cork. He named them cells, which comes from the Latin word for small room. So here are the little cells he saw, or small rooms. So here is that cell theory. Make sure you write this whole page down in your notes. The 3 main components of the cell theory are all living things are made of cells. Cells are the basic units of life and the basic units of structure and function in living things, and living cells come only from other living cells. So the cell theory, and here are the main 3 points. There are 2 major types of cells. Prokaryotes have no nucleus. I remember this by saying pro equals no nucleus. An example of this would be like bacteria cells. You also have eukaryotes. U equals yes. Yes, they have a nucleus. Nucleus are right here. They hold the genetic material of a cell. Here's some more pictures. A prokaryotic cell doesn't have a nucleus. The genetic material flows freely, and usually these cells are very tiny. Here's another picture. Over here, we have a eukaryotic cell, which has a nucleus. In the nucleus is where they have the genetic material, which helps control the cell, tell the cell what to do. What is the cell's job? Check out this microscope. Take a moment, pause the video, read all the parts, and label the parts on your picture. Now take a moment to compare the one in our book to the real-life one you will be using in class. Can you find all the parts? Can you find the stage, the light, the eyepiece, your adjustments, the high-power objective lenses? All of those things. Look for them. That's the end of our notes. Join us next time for all about cells. Have a wonderful day. Signing off, Mrs. Watson.